Hi, welcome to price action analysis on pound USD. There has been quite a bit of upside movement today after it was reported that the deal, Brexit deal that is not impossible. It is difficult but not impossible. And please go now and subscribe to the channel so that you get an update each time there is a new video available. And if you like the content, we would appreciate you hitting the thumbs up button also. We have had quite a few successes lately. Just today we had pound USD hitting our target 1, and after that the news came that really moved the market to the upside. But even though we have these successes, we don't provide investment advice. You should only watch this video if you agree with this disclaimer and you agree with the fact that we only provide you with educational material, only marketing material. None of this is investment advice. So yesterday we said that when the market was trading up here, we said that there is some hesitation here and we are seeing dollar strength, and that's why we were looking to buy USD CAD, USD Swiss, and actually USD Swiss moved to our target. Now, since then the market, at the time we also said that this is a key level, and if the market moves below it, we would be guessing that or estimating that the market participants might want to buy this pair down here close to the channel low. And so basically this is what happened. As the sort of dollar strength came in, the market really dived to the low of the channel. And basically when the market was trading here, you can see that there was a bit of an attempt to take the price higher. So if I just take us back to what there was at the time, let me do this, and I do this for educational purposes so that you can learn to read the price. So here we had a couple of candles here that suggested people were trying to buy this pair, but then there wasn't enough demand to take it higher. So basically then the market dropped lower. This morning we suggested that the market might be moving because it's outside the boundaries of this rising channel. If it can't make its way back to the channel, then it's more likely to move to a target level. So here's the target level that we talked about this morning. Basically, if you go to TIOmarkets.com/analysis, you can verify that we actually published this before time. So we were saying that it's likely that we see the pair moving to 28.45 to 28.67 range. And obviously at the time nobody knew about the news that later on moved the market, but it turned out that this low actually happened to be the target level that we had here happened to be exactly the low of the day after the news came. Actually before the news came, the market started to move higher, and when the news came out that Britain is going to stay in the negotiation table, and there's a source close to the negotiation saying that the deal is difficult but not impossible. So the deal is possible. That was the news that made the market first to seesaw up and down a bit, but then this was resolved to the upside. And that is obviously in line with what we have been talking about here. We have been focusing on this bottoming formation. Market started to move sideways and then up, and it's trying to still make its way out of this bottoming formation. The resistance level at the moment, or the resistance area that we have, is obviously the recent high here. The market is slowing down there, so now it has to work its way through, or it has to find a higher low so that it can keep on bouncing higher. Now, if this fails, then we have to reevaluate the situation. But obviously, with the very delicate and touchy negotiations going on between the EU and the Britain, then or the British government, that is, anything can happen. So this pair is likely to be a either a pair that just moves very slowly and waits for new material, or it might actually have big swings intraday. So if we manage to pull or push the market, or let's say that if the traders manage to push the market above 30.83, then the next likely resistance area is around here at 31.74, after which we'd be turning our attention to sort of 33.20 area. If this bullishness doesn't continue for any reason, and obviously a lot of things can happen, with the negotiations like we have at the moment. So if the market starts to move lower, then obviously the next key support is at 28.63. This far, the market has been able to create higher swing lows, which is good if you are looking to if you have a bull position in cable. So we had the first one. Let's say this was a higher low, and then we have another higher low here, and then there was a previous. Oops, I don't want those that many of those. There was a higher low here. So basically, market has been the bulls have been defending this area, and it seems that at the moment there is a lot of bullishness in this market, and it really is down to the news flow. I think the news flow will determine whether the market will stay in this bullish mode. So let's follow this and see how it goes. And just briefly before we finish, let me take you to yesterday's good long trade in USD Swiss. We were looking at this market moving outside the regression channel, downside or downwards pointing regression channel, and it was this level here that caught our attention. Basically, this ray or this trend line wasn't in place obviously at the time, but we were looking at this level here and saying that if that 91.25 is exceeded, then we think that this 91.50 to 91.70 is very likely target, and this is exactly what happened. The market took it, basically it took a little while for the market to move up to the level, but since then it has been pretty much spot on, and the placement of the target one area here was pretty much spot on, and since then the market has been bouncing back and forth between this level that used to be resistance and obviously is now support, and the target one area that we said earlier. So if the market now manages to create a higher low, correct, higher low here, then it seems likely that we could push further and maybe beyond the target one area to target two. But that's obviously something that we just have to follow and see if it's going to happen. So we follow the price action and take long trades if we see a dollar strength coming back into the market. Thank you for your time, and as usual, please trade safe, always trade with stops, and never take a too big of a trade, so that you are available and able to trade tomorrow again, because the trading game, as I always say, is a game of survival. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video.